How about Tesla specifically, which is now off 37% from the recent highs, is down another more than 5% today. Everyone wants to know what your new price target is, Cathie, because the last time you gave that price target, it seemed crazy to a lot of people, and then not so much when Tesla actually rocketed 700%. So where are you now on where that stock goes?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for joining me. Got a good one here for you today. It appears Cathie Wood, our friend at Ark Invest, has redone her price target for Tesla. And we're going to take it little by little here. I'm going to give you my opinions on it. Remember, these are my opinions. This is not financial advice. I'm just giving you my insight on what I'm hearing her say, basically. With that being said, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. It would really help me out. But let's get into it.
Well, we're about to publish, I'm hoping it's within a week or two, our new forecasts. Our confidence in Tesla has gone up for a number of reasons. One, it didn't lose share of the electric vehicle market when all of the traditional luxury brand names started bringing their own electric vehicles to market. Now, we expect it will lose share, but our expectation was that its share would go from 17% at the end of 2018 down to 11% as more electric vehicles were coming out. Instead, what happened? Its share moved up to more than 20% and roughly 80% in the US market, 80% of electric vehicles.
Now, what I really like about this is that Cathie basically breaks down percentages, right? She's talking about how many people are going to be buying Teslas compared to, Ford electric vehicles or the new electric Hummer or what are, all these cars that are coming out or all these vehicles that are going to be coming out. Now, the one thing that I like to point out with all electric vehicles is there are currently billions of gas-powered cars in the world, and all of them will eventually need to be replaced, which means that even if Tesla only gets a cut of that, we're talking millions and millions and possibly even billions of cars out there to replace. So the market isn't one of these things where it's like, who do we need to beat in order to sell more cars? Because literally all you're doing is beating gas-powered vehicles. There's so many gas-powered vehicles and so much room that really any automaker can get profitable as long as they have a product people will buy. So that's one thing I would like to remind people to consider. You're not in competition with the other guy. You're just in competition with your own brand at that point. So let's keep it going.
So that's the first source of confidence, market share up, not down. The second is autonomous. We believe that Elon Musk, who over the weekend tweeted out that he would offer, or Tesla would offer, full service driving to anyone who wanted it, saw an incredible burst in demand. So for him to be able to do that suggests to us that he's going to be able to show us the way to autonomous much faster than most analysts and investors expect. So the probability we have put on Tesla really winning the lion's share of the autonomous taxi network market in the United States also has gone up.
And this is something I think that's very important to consider. As far as autonomy is concerned, I don't even think I've heard of other companies talk about their autonomy. And Tesla is, they're taking a different approach to autonomy. They are not doing the LiDAR, right? They're not worrying about, identifying objects with light and then having it come back, tell the car that there's something in the way. They are literally trying to create a neural network for the car where the car will literally be able to make decisions based off of what it's seen in its cameras. We're actually talking about real AI here, folks. It's not like infrared detection that these other brands are coming out with. And, the infrared, the whole LiDAR thing, that may work in controlled conditions, but Tesla is going to be designing their autonomy to work in all conditions, right? Without any kind of preconceived notion of what's going to happen. You could be driving in a rainstorm, or you could be, driving down a mountain, side on a side of a hill or something, driving down a road, and then something comes out of the way, they're preparing their cars to handle every situation based off of AI logic, right? So that's something to consider. For me, it's one of the reasons I'm bullish on Tesla, because I don't bet against Elon Musk when it comes to things like AI. I don't. So let's continue.
So you might imagine the price targets have gone up considerably.
Wow, so the price targets have gone up considerably. I wonder what she means by that, because she was recently in the 4,000 range. So are we talking double? Are we talking triple? Are we going to see $8,000 a share eventually? Or is she seeing $12,000 a share? Because if she is, I'm a very happy person right now. So let's see what she has to say.
And it has on four metrics. It is leading the charge, so to speak. So battery technology costs lower than anyone else's out there and will remain lower. Artificial intelligence chip, it designed its own. No one else has designed its own chip. This is analogous to Apple in the day. Cellular companies, Nokia, Ericsson, and Motorola didn't see the future. Apple did, and yet it couldn't get Qualcomm or Intel to move quickly enough. It had to design its own chip. And of course, now Apple basically accounts for the lion's share of all the profits from smartphones in the world. We think this is going to happen also with Tesla. Maybe not worldwide, because we know China wants its own champion.
Now, one thing I really like about what Cathie said here is she's talking about companies like Apple and how they had to stand out and go against the norm in order to become successful. And by doing that, they now have capitalized on most of the smartphone market. In fact, they have their own ecosystem, which is kind of what Tesla is looking to do in a way. So, she makes a good comparison, right, with the chips. As far as their different chips, right? You can't wait for a company. If you need the chips, you have to figure out a way to get them yourself. And this is a good comparison to the M1 chip with Apple, right? Apple didn't want to rely on Intel chips for their computers anymore. So they just said, get the M1 chip, we'll just make our own chip. Because they know that if they have oversight on it, they can make all the changes that they need to make. And that's kind of what she's talking about here with Tesla. Tesla's in charge of the R&D, everything related to the chip, right? All the tech that goes into it is Tesla built. They don't have to rely on another company to kind of give them what they want. They can just do it themselves. And this is something that I think companies that stand out and become successful are the ones that, it makes them unique by doing this.
But that AI chip that Tesla designed, our analyst said, was 4 years ahead of where NVIDIA was at the time. And this was a couple of years ago. They have more data collected than any other company by orders of magnitude, not just by any other company, but by all other companies out there, because the largest pool of data with the highest quality is going to win in the AI game. They have the largest pool of data. And finally, until very recently, Tesla was the only automobile manufacturer able to improve performance of its cars with over-the-air software updates.
And yeah, guys, it really is Tesla's market to lose. I mean, everybody knows that in the AI game, data wins. And Tesla's been compiling data for years. There's no competitor that is even close. I don't even think there's multiple competitors combined that are even close to Tesla's data pool. And this is just another reason, why I see them winning the electric car game. And that's not to say other companies won't have good electric cars or won't have their own, specific selling points on their electric vehicles. But Tesla is on a whole nother level, guys. And I'm going to continue holding and buying Tesla because I believe in the vision that Elon Musk has. And honestly, I feel like if you bet against the guy, that's on you. But at the end of the day, I see Teslas as being the future and really just changing the whole dynamic of the way we think about traveling. So guys, that's the video. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it whenever you do. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button again. I do appreciate it. Leave some comments in the comments section below. Tell me a little bit about what you guys think about what Cathie said. What are your price targets? Are we going to the moon? Are we going to Mars? Are we going to Andromeda? Where are we going with this? Give me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.